the MMC's got an interesting design, yeah. Most bus designs, yeah, they're boring with the shape of the window. But the MMC, yeah, the window just curves like that. I like that. I like that at the front. It's the only bus here where they're not boring with the window shaping and they leave it as linear straight going upwards to the top window. Like the upstairs window is shorter than the lowest deck window. It's the only bus I've seen that's like that. Every other bus, they're always boring with the window shaping. They just leave it in a straight linear shaping. You know, the lower deck window is the same shape as the top deck. It's the same size. But MMC, ADL were more interested with it. They did a swoop with it. You know, I like that. We need more buses with like interesting designs like that, and like maybe make the designs less boring on buses by the side as well. Because bus borings, they're so bus designs, they're so plain on the sides. You know, that's another thing I don't really like about buses. Like just make they always try with the front and the rear, but the sides are just so meh. Like they're just strict. Like you just got a bunch of windows, no different shaping going on. You know, Mercedes is the only company I've seen where they kind of I like the manufacturers where with their buses they kind of make you see where the wheel is, they do like a different bit of shaping with the window over the wheel arches. Mercedes kind of do that with their buses. That's what I like about Mercedes. Like they make their wheel arches a bit interesting like that. That's what I like. They're the only manufacturer I've seen where they kind of do something different with the sides on their buses. But the rest of all these other manufacturers, they're always been boring with the sides. It's always linear shaping, windows in a straight line, walls over each window. Like it's just boring, man. Wheel cutouts for the wheels. You know, no interest in wheel arches. You know, just round around the wheel. That's boring, man. We should have like some more interesting looking wheel arches on our buses, man. Or like just make the windows shape over the wheel arches. That would be interesting. That would be more interesting designs like that. Or like maybe make the side lights joined together instead of making them all individual. Maybe try and make the side lights more joined together. That would be interesting, man. And then maybe you could do like a different shape for the side lights. I like that. I'd love that. They need to do that with a bus, man. They need to do that. But I like what Mercedes is doing with the window curving over the wheels. I like that. You know, on the sides, I like that. I like how Mercedes did it. They did that with their C3 Citaro, or C2, I'm not sure. I think it's C3. Yeah, they did it with the C3 Citaro, the E Citaro. The way the window just curves right over the wheel arches. You know, that's fancy, man. I like that. Even their C1 Citaro stands up from other buses, you know. But the Enviro 200, man, it's got some boring sides, you know. The Enviro 200's sides is just plain, man. You know, it's buses like that. Even the ALXs, man, their side profile is so plain. You know, the Gemini 1, it's actually got some nice shaping on the sides, but the ALXs, they're boring on the side. You know, they're boring. Like even this year, it's kind of boring, and I like how the last window by the lower deck on the side is shaped like that though. I like that. And then the way the vents shaping kind of competes against it. Like when I mean the vent shaping competes against it, look at that. Look how that is kind of in sync with the window shaping here. And then the line here is kind of in sync with the window shaping as well. I like that. I like that. We need more stuff like that. It's like with cars too. You see with the car's lights the car's light is in symmetry. The shaping of most cars, their lights is in symmetry with the shaping all around the car's body. If you look closely at some cars, you'll see the light shape is in symmetry with like the rest of the lining of the body. You know, like it's almost as if the car's light curves with the body. I like that. You know, but like the buses, the MMC is the only bus I've seen like that where it's got the side window, like its shape is kind of in symmetry with like the part that the vent's on. You know, that lineage, it's in symmetry with that. We need more stuff like that in buses where different parts are shaped at the same rate. You know, stuff like that, man. The MMC, it was a huge glow up from the plain ass Enviro 400. Yeah, the Enviro 400 was a glow up to the ALX 400 in certain ways, but the MMC just looks a lot better. I'll be so real. I'll look so real. I'll be so real. The MMC generation of the Enviro 400 is the best by far. You know? Oh no. The MMC and City, I mean. And then you got this new one that's only like electric only. It's not even coming in no diesel or hybrid. That shows you where ADL's motive is now. They've released a new model that just comes in the electric variant only. That completely shows you, yeah, where ADL's motive is. That completely shows you where ADL's motive's at. Yeah, where they're making a new model that's just got the electric variant only. That shows you where their motive's at. Even with the E200 EV, they're planning on making that electric only. I mean, even with the Enviro 200, they're planning on making that electric only. You know, even the E100, they've released that in the electric variant only. You know, they're releasing 3 buses, yeah, under the electric variant only. That shows you where their motive is. You know, RIP to the diesel fans. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I'm a diesel fan as well. Yeah, I like diesels myself, but these electrics, they're cooler. They sound more rapid. They sound more zooming. You know, they pick up the pace a lot quicker, and they sound bare peaceful and idle as well. I like their fans as well. Their fans sound way more appealing to listen to than some noisy diesel that's going. Like these electrics, they have some calming fans. These electric buses, yeah, they have some calming fans, you know. But the diesels, they're just annoying, man. Although I kind of like it at times, yeah. When you compare electric buses fan, yeah, to a diesel buses fan, yeah, what sounds better? What sounds more appealing? What sounds more peaceful? Electric, man, straight up, man, straight up. A diesel buses fan would just go like, bruv, what? Like, mate, yeah, I get you're trying to cool down the engine and that, but you don't need the whole world hearing that, you know? Fucking hell.